All right. Well, Nesbitt, you all have a lot to be proud of here. I can tell that a lot of effort has been put in this hard work,
Yes.
and sometimes that's not always seen or communicated appreciation. But it's those things that make these projects successful.
Yes.
So I'm very grateful, and I think I can say that for all of Water Mission. Like, thank you for you and your team's efforts out here.
Thank you.
So Nesbitt was just telling me about the borehole right here and how there's been some thefts in some of the projects, and so they are excavating a cellar around the borehole, and then they're going to build a box around that and then bury it. And so even though it's welded shut, like, people won't even be able to see that it's there. So I just want to recognize there's been a lot of ingenuity there. Like, that's an excellent thing to consider. And like, you're working with what you have in that situation. And then using the HDP pipe adds a lot of flexibility and speed to the trenching, and I know it's been difficult at times to achieve the trenching, and so that can sometimes delay projects, and that's an important consideration. All right, and now we're going into the electrical house. Well, let's go to the solar panels first. Sorry. Here, let's go around this way. We don't have the inspection checklist with us, so we're not.
Okay.
But could you show us maybe how if this is level or not?
Maybe this.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, high degree of being plumb. Yeah, and then maybe the other side too. Oh, sorry, this side. Yeah. All right, that's very plumb that way.
Yeah.
Great. Awesome. So we don't necessarily have to go and do each one, but that's always important. Make sure that it's plumb and level, because that's the easiest way to make sure it keeps standing.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And then these were primed by Water Mission, or were these primed by others?
No, we primed them.
Okay, great. And did you prime them before you poured the concrete?
Yes.
That is excellent.
After finishing welding them, then they had to be primed before they were brought here.
Okay, and before they were installed in the concrete.
Yes.
Wonderful. And I think you know this, but just anyone else who might watch this video, is that we have to prime and paint them before we put them in the concrete, because the concrete can still hydrate when the steel is put in there, and so it can rust where we can't see it, and it will fail prematurely. Great. And then, as you and I were talking about, you're testing the solar array right now to make sure that it has sufficient power. What was the power that you were getting? How many volts and how many?
VDC it's 46. Sometimes this thing it's 272 volts, and another one 272 volts.
Wonderful. Okay. So they're very similar, which would indicate that it was done correctly. So 272 and 272. And then you said that you guys are going to cut these and crimp them, recrimp the connectors?
Actually, no, not cutting. We will just have to clip them correctly, and they will kind of look decent after we clip them.
Okay.
We've got the zip ties, so we'll just have to clip them.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
don't think cutting them will be okay. No.
Okay.
Sometimes when you're doing maintenance works or what, if you cut them, you don't have enough cable for doing some maintenance works. So we always leave them. We just have to maybe make a small coil and use the zip ties to hold it into
To not hang down?
No.
Yeah. Okay.
Sure.
Great. And then if you don't mind, could we try and see the level this way? Because it here? I can reach up there. Can you reach up there and just see?
I don't think you can. I think you are
No?
the taller one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here, you hold this.
Okay. Oh, it's a bit.
Well, there was this seam.
Because there were. Oh, okay.
There was a little bump right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Looks great.
Yes.
Yeah. Very, very level, which is great. And if we can,
yeah,
if we look down there, we want to see a straight line. You know, we'll be able to see it on the video. We want to be able to look down the line, and it's all going down the same way.
Okay.
Excellent. And then, if you'll hold that for a second, and let's go ahead and just take a shot of the inclination. What is the inclination supposed to be?
It's supposed to be, I think, is it 15 degrees?
Mm-hmm. What is the latitude here in Malawi? It's probably less than 15 degrees south because we're in the tropics. But we do, can you explain why we do the 15 degrees?
I think maybe it's to maximize the production of
So I have a level on the, or
okay.
an angle on the phone. I'm just going to record that real quick. Alright. And here we can look at it. It is 16 degrees. So yeah, it's very, very close, and it's probably my phone that's causing the issue. So excellent job.
Thank you.
Yeah, and so we should be able to go across, and each of these panels should be at 15 degrees. What the reason why we do that is because these panels are going to need to be cleaned on a very frequent basis.
Yes.
But if we point them at 15 degrees, then the rain will help keep them clear. And otherwise, if it's less than 15 degrees, you're going to get like a garden start to form. Lots of dust will accumulate up there. And so we try to do that, one, to keep them clean, but also when the cleaning happens, now the water can run off and carry the dirt with it.
Okay.
Awesome. All right, and then you said that's the boundary over there?
Yes.
And we have the fence post ready to go. And let's just go into the electrical room. First, let's talk about the structure here. So it looks like you have used some. These are pre-made concrete blocks.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Of course, we weren't here to be able to look at the foundation, or I'm assuming the columns had footers. And how deep did the columns go?
1 meter.
1 meter. Great. And then you put like a table or a foot underneath that. Wonderful. And how many columns are there? There's 2 on this side.
Yes, we have got 4. 1 on each corner.
1 on each corner. So there's no additional columns in the middle.
It's just we simply put the rebars.
I see.
We laid the rebars after maybe 4 courses. And we laid rebars.
Okay.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And then it looks like you've already done some of the finishes on the outside, but you'll need to.
We just need to finish it up, polish up.
Yeah. And these are the basement stones?
Yes.
Okay. And are those donated by the community? Do they bring those?
Yeah, some they brought, and some we had to purchase ourselves.
Okay.
Yes.
And you've got rebar, or you've got angle iron and channel iron up here.
Yeah.
It looks like that is going to be very strong.
Yeah. Yes.
And when you scrape and paint and prime and paint.
Yeah.
Did you have a comment on that?
No. Okay. All right. Okay. So, I think the supplier who supplied us with the iron sheets, we gave them the exact size what we want, but his sizes were as if he was doing them by hand. So each sheet had its one side. So it's one size. So on the other side, we made sure that they are.
I see.
Yeah. So on this side, then maybe we will just use a cutter to make them.
to make them even?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Great. It looks like you've already done quite a bit of the trenching. For the wires, you have them running through conduit, which is always recommended.
Sure.
This will help ensure that there aren't nicks and scratches and shorts and leakages into the ground. So it's excellent. And then also now you can pull the wire through, you know, if there's the need for a replacement as well. All right. Will you use the level again here?
Yes, they were using the level. This is mine. I go along with it, but the mason has his one.
Okay.
The mason who was doing this structure. Yes.
Okay. Well, let's see how plumb it is.
Okay.
Yeah. Look at that.
Sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right on the money.
Sure.
Okay. How about this way? Let's do it this way as well.
This one is a bit.
Little bit off, but still generally directionally level. So it could also be that, you know, there's a little bit of a wave
that's what
in
I was
it here.
check.
So we can go check in another place. Let's try on this side over here.
Okay.
So still favors the other side a little bit.
Yes. So it looks like this side of the wall.
And then we have the gate, and this is going to be buried beneath this here. It's already been primed once, and so they will
do it again.
they'll prime it and paint it.
Yes, they will do another coat of primer. Before it has to be grinded, sanded. Before it's the first priming was just done so that maybe it should not, you know, rust or what. But after the finishing, then they'll have to apply primer again, and then a coat of paint. Yes.
It looks like it's solidly constructed. The doors easily move back and forth. They're well ventilated here, so that it can help cool some of the electrical components. We also they've used some of the cylinder or the blocks to be able to add these vents here, so there's good circulation inside the building. And then on the for the electrical panel, they have their DC disconnect. This is the solar array disconnect. Right here. And then this is the three-way switch to make sure that they were only producing DC or only producing AC here. And this is the CIU 903, which allows it larger pumps, which will soon be replaced, but maybe not in this project, with the CU 202. All the SQF pumps will be able to run on the CU 202, the entire line. You won't have to program it with the dongle. You can use a cell phone, and it will allow you to adjust the frequency. So if there's a limitation based on the safe water yield, you'll be able to tell the pump, don't produce faster than this right here. So it'll add a lot of flexibility and easier to use.
Yes, they're being combined.
They're being combined here.
Yes. So that's why we've got the 4 fuses. It's because the other 2 are for neutral, the other 2 are for live. So it's like 1 from the other string will come in here and will come in here. For the other string, come in here and will come in here. So both they come.
And then this here is for the diesel generator?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. And then we'll go back outside, and we can already see. So now that we know where the power source is and where the pump will be installed, we can look at how and the power will be supplied to the pump. And then this is the transmission line. And so this is how the water will be pumped from the well up to the tower, or not the tower, but up on top of the hill where the tank pad will be. Can you talk a little bit about the trenching?
Okay. The trenching, as you can see, like there, you see the depth there. Yeah, the trenches were deep enough, like 1 meter. But we had a challenge because when we laid the pipes, we ran out of the cable, the cable for the float switch for the um, water level in the tanks. So because we did not have that, we could not bury this line. So because of that, when the rains came, they brought in the sand and they even washed away the pipes. We had to retrieve them and lay them again. So it kind of got buried because of the rains. But otherwise, they were deep enough, as you can see there. But so we haven't buried here because we want to hire some guys so that maybe they can retrench so that the pipe can go at least a little bit deeper. Yeah.
So there's some time dependency
Yes.
or seasonality to it.
Yes. Yes.
Whereas if the people aren't available, it's much harder to trench.
Yes.
And so delays in the project can
Yeah.
cause more delays
Yes.
as well. I
Yes.
see.
Yes.
All right. Well,
Was
I just want to praise that you all have had the community dig the 1 meters. That of course
Yes.
ensures that there's less damage. If a truck is driving over, less
Yeah.
vandalism because
Yeah.
it's more difficult to access the
Yeah.
pipes, and then also obviously it won't come up to the surface when
Yeah.
there's erosion that happens and expose the pipe to the UV radiation
Yeah.
that will degrade the pipe over time,
Yeah.
much sooner than the 50 years that it's supposed to last for.
Yes.
So,
So
but
at least if they can retrench it, maybe to reach that depth over
yeah,
there,
yeah,
then it will be good. But this was so deep, but unfortunately
yeah,
it got buried away.
yeah.
Sure.
Excellent. Well, you all have a lot to celebrate. You guys are doing fantastic work, and I really appreciate the
Thank
difficult
you.
effort. And just so
Thank you.
everyone who watches this video knows,
Yeah.
you guys are delaying your lunch so that this Mzungo can come talk to you. So
No, it's okay. It's
thank you
okay.
for putting off just for a few minutes,
Thank
and
you.
I really appreciate your hard work, Nesbitt.
Thank you.